Happy Monday. It's Leza live on the radio on the news 103.5 FM KYCA. Everybody have a good weekend this past weekend?
Absolutely. How about yourself?
Oh my gosh. I had an amazing weekend.
Good.
Amazing
You look relaxed.
weekend. Do I? That's surprising, actually, because I've had a heck of a morning. But I'll get to that.
Maybe you got a good night's sleep.
I'll get to that. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, we'll leave that one alone.
I had a lot of fun this weekend. My heart is full.
Good.
Matt, how was your weekend?
Productive. That's the word of the day.
That is a positive word. Good job, Maddie. Productive weekend. What'd you get done?
Well, I mowed my weeds. People would call that a lawn, but it's not a lawn.
Yeah,
they're weeds.
They're weeds, okay. What'd you do? You mowed them or you weed whacked them?
I mowed them.
Okay.
Yes, mowed them.
With like a tractor truck or a trailer?
No, just a lawnmower.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
just a lawnmower.
I'm just picturing some big weeds. Yeah.
And no, I don't live in Chino. They were pretty tall, though.
You live in, what, Paulden South?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So, okay.
Yep.
All right, so you did some lawn work. What else did you do?
I'm glad it's catching on. my derogatory term for my neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm trying to clear space and make a space for possibly, hopefully, a special guest this week.
Yeah, Mahin Shah.
Oh, you just throw it right out there.
I told everybody on Friday.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we kind of mentioned it. Okay, so you know what's interesting?
What?
Is that my dad is going to be here Friday morning as well.
Yeah?
So we
Is
should
he
bring
coming
in
in
your
here?
mother and my father and just have a...
Oh, yeah, Ma Hinshaw, she's coming in.
Yeah.
If she's in town, I'm going to make her come in. She's not going to be able to move the whole show, but
Yeah.
she'll sit there and talk.
Oh, we know she'll talk. She's a talker.
Yeah.
Well, my dad is actually the Prescott High School football team from 1996 is being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and my father was one of the coaches.
Wow, good deal.
Yeah, so I'm going to go and pick him up on Thursday, and he's going to – so I'm bringing him in Friday morning. So this is going to be a party.
Oh, so you're going to have your dad and my mom in here on Friday?
Well, didn't I just say that?
That's going to be a crazy party, yeah.
It'll be a lot
And
of fun.
in this corner, representing the female in the group.
I love it. That should be a good time. We got to do that.
That ought to be fun.
Yeah, that we've got to do that. That
Matt,
would be fun.
We need to come up with questions for her dad.
Oh.
Find out how you were when you were
I was
wee.
perfect. I was perfect child. Come on.
Worst thing
know what I
we
Were
was?
you your dad's favorite?
I don't think so. No, I have two brothers. I have two brothers.
Oh, okay.
But you might be surprised to find out that I was not a morning person as a child, and I have worked in
No.
mornings ever since I've been an adult, having a career. So yeah, I was not a morning person. But look how I've turned it all around.
Yeah, and you get up at what, 5 now?
No, well, at 5:30 with Bubs. Yeah.
Well, that's just because he's going to have a very rough day.
Well, yeah. Speaking of the Bubs, today, if everybody could just send him a little bit of love, he's at the hospital, the animal hospital right now, getting ready for his neuter, his heartworm injection, and his microchip, as well as they're going to extract the rest of his baby teeth.
Okie doke.
I know.
He's
He's
getting
not going to be a
angry.
happy camper.
No. And this morning he was not happy because he's like, "Where's my food? What's happening here?" And he's over there like digging in his placemat. No food, no water after midnight, right?
Yeah.
And he's watching Scott eat breakfast with his head tilted, like, "What's going on, dude?" So he knew something was up. And then we took him to the vet this morning, dropped him off at Mile High at 7:45. Not fun, but it's greater good. It's for the greater good, Bubba.
Absolutely. He'll be the newest member of the Clipper Club.
The
It's okay.
Clipper Club. That's right. So, and it's National Dog Day. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I know. Matt goes, "You took your dog to be neutered on National Dog Day."
That's just mean.
That's just mean.
I know.
That's mean.
Like I said, greater good, bub. Greater eye on the prize.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so yeah, I'm a little concerned. Mommy's concerned this morning. I get to pick him up between 2 and 4 when Dr. Smith says he's ready, and so
He's going to have a cone?
he's gonna. I guess they didn't tell me to go pick one up, so I'm assuming I'll pick him up with a cone. Yeah, and a big old vet bill. But
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, Yeah, yeah. It's what you got to do to be a responsible pet parent, right?
Correct.
Yes.
They're not bad pets.
Not
just
bad
pet
pets.
owners.
That's right. But we had a lot of fun with the dogs this weekend. On Friday, we went to the lake, Lake Pleasant. It was gorgeous. It was so pleasant. It was practically empty. And Bubba and Maple and Delaney and Mateo and Scott and I had a great time on the lake. And then Saturday went to the farmers market, which, by the way, we've been going to every Saturday. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on the radio, but we go, we get a cup of coffee, we buy some sourdough bread, some honey, some flowers.
Sticky buns.
Yeah, I mean, it's really
They do a great job.
It's a treat. Yes. Have you been recently?
I haven't been in a little while now.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. And then I went to celebrate my friend Tammy Fan's birthday, her 60th birthday party, which was a ton of fun. And it was a Hawaiian themed. So you can only imagine how fun that was.
You brought Bubs in a Hawaiian shirt?
No, Bubs didn't go to that party.
Oh.
He was not invited.
I figure
there
you're
were
going
no
to give
dogs.
like one last hurrah.
Well, and then the kids and Scott and I went golfing yesterday, so we had a full weekend.
Yeah,
My-
sounds like it.
The kids are leaving for Toronto early Thursday morning, so I know I never got them in to be on the show, but we had a fun weekend and a fun summer with them, and they are on their way. So yeah, that happened yesterday.
I think you need to clear the schedule and get them in.
Yeah, they're already
Just
back
one
down in the
last
valley.
minute.
No,
Ugh.
they're gone. They're gone. They're not coming back up. No. So, and then I realized that today is the anniversary of my mother's passing. 8 years. I can't believe it's been 8 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, heavy heart today. But she's in a better place. And so, yeah, hug your moms. Call your moms if they're still with you. Matt, call your mom today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very good. Very good. What else? Anything else you want to share that happened over the weekend?
No, just it's the most time in probably 2 years that I just said, nope, I have to do this at the house.
Good for you.
So I'm doing it.
You got to do that. I mean, if you're in chaos at home, the rest of your life is chaotic. That's what I have found. So good for you. I'm glad you took that time.
That explains why it's been chaos for 30 years.
Your mother's going to walk in and go,
Only 30 years.
what happened? Look at this place. It's amazing.
No, she's not going to say that.
No.
She's going to say, well, at least I can see the floor.
Oh, you're painting a picture for us, Maddie. Painting a picture for us. Before we move forward, I want to tell you that tomorrow we're having our monthly Conversations with Carol show. Carol Chamberlain will be in, and our guests will be Tracy Horn and Sandy Griffiths. So that'll be a ton of fun. We can look forward to that tomorrow.
The girl
Wow.
show.
The girl show, girl talk,
Yeah.
girl chat. Yeah.
That's going to be a
You
wild
boys,
one.
You boys can chime in. Oh, yeah. You know it is.
Sandy Griffiths?
Yeah. Yeah. She's a ton of fun.
Yeah,
She's a ball of fire.
she is.
Yeah. Yeah. So
She's full tilt, that's for sure.
yeah, so that will be a fun show tomorrow. Coming up a little later on this morning, in just a few minutes, we're going to have the executive director and the program director from Village of Hope, Lindsay Chatham, and Chris Wilson will be joining us. So that will be very interesting. I don't know a whole lot about Village of Hope, so I'm excited to learn more. Before we get to that, though, like I said, it is National Dog Day. Dogs have been humankind's best friend for more than 14,000 years now, ever since they evolved from wolves into the lovable, domesticated companions we adore today. And to help celebrate your pretty little pooch, Starbucks is offering free puppuccinos as long as your dog isn't allergic to dairy. Has Bella had a puppuccino from Starbucks before?
No.
No?
I didn't even know they made them.
Yes, they give you a little cup with whipped cream.
Oh, okay.
And the dogs love it. Bubba has not had one, and he will not ever have one.
And they typically charge for that?
No, they usually give it for free.
Oh, well then
You
why
buy
is today's special?
You
You
got to
buy-
buy something else.
Yeah, you got to buy a $9 cup of coffee, and then they'll give you the
then you get
puppuccino.
a nickel worth of whipped cream for
Yeah,
free. Great.
exactly, exactly. So, no, Bubba still has not. He had a little teeny tiny taste of peanut butter last night because we did these. It's just coincidence that we did this last night, but we made these paw print Christmas ornaments where you push their paw print in like clay.
Yeah.
And to get them to settle down, I let them taste a little bit of peanut butter to calm him down and distract him, and it worked.
Yeah.
But that's the
good.
only human food he's ever had. So
Really?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because I've got 2 little begging chihuahuas at home. So we're just trying to change things up a little bit in my house.
Wait till he tries the prime rib ice cream.
Ice cream. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No.
You know, there's something Bella would have got into.
Right. Right. Little bone marrow ice cream. Yum. Ew, it was not yummy.
No, that was a no-go.
That was a no-go. Yeah. It's National Women's Equality Day today, finally. Today is the anniversary of the signing of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. Did you know that the 19th Amendment was passed in 1878, but it would take another 42 years before it took effect? Isn't that interesting?
What was it? Just too much paperwork or what?
Who knows?
We know what it was.
Yeah, we know what it was. We tip our hats to Susan B. Anthony, Katie Stanton, Alice Paul, and all the suffragettes who fought for women's equality and the right to vote. Can't imagine living in that time. It's National Toilet Paper Day.
Again?
Again? Did we celebrate
Didn't
that?
we have toilet paper?
I don't think so. Did we?
We had
Matt,
something with toilet
Matt
paper.
remembers. He's got He's
Oh.
got a mind like a steel trap. What?
It was the toilet paper, how it's being perforated so it tears easy. That was
Yeah.
the last toilet paper.
Yes.
Right?
Drew even brought you in a sample.
I remember this.
There we go.
I remember
God,
this.
I even forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't get old.
Exactly. I mean, can you even imagine using anything but toilet paper? I mean,
Banana leaves.
back in the day, leaves, newspapers. I
The garden
mean,
hose.
listen to this. The average person goes through about 100 rolls of toilet paper per year. That seems low to me. I don't know. I'm just saying. That seems
Obviously, they don't have very many females in the house.
low. Well, maybe not. That's over 20,000 sheets. And over our lifetime, we'll use about 384 trees worth of toilet paper.
Well, that's a lot of deforestation right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Why can't we look? We need to figure out a better way. Can't we make the toilet paper out of dead leaves? I mean, grind them up and make a paper out of them?
I mean, recycled toilet paper just doesn't sound like a good idea.
That's not a good idea.
Thank you, Matt. I was wondering how I was going to get there, but
Yeah.
you beat me to it. Okay.
No, that's not going to fly.
Well, now they're talking about getting rid of toilet paper with these new toilets that do everything: wash, dry. They got a blow dryer in there.
yeah, it still ain't going to fly.
Yeah, it's $10,000 for a new toilet.
Yeah, and that's a whole process. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just chalk that one down into your daily do, because that's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I
Drew's
got.
daily deal.
Drew's daily
Don't
do.
put this on Drew.
So the iconic Coney Island Cyclone roller coaster has been closed indefinitely. Have you heard about this? After a forced mid-ride halt. Boy, that just describes it, right?
Sounds painful.
The 97-year-old attraction encountered a technical issue when a damaged chain sprocket in the motor room caused operators to halt the ride as it was climbing the tracks. Passengers were safely evacuated, and luckily no injuries were reported. Luna Park says the Cyclone will resume operations only after repairs are finished and the ride passes a thorough inspection. Well, you'd hope so.
It's a wonderful roller coaster.
I've never been on it.
It is. It's all wood.
Mm-hmm.
It's very old. It's rickety. It makes noise. It slips like, when you're going up. And then when you're coming through the tunnels, they had to change it because you could literally get hurt. But I mean,
Yeah.
you go there, you get a Nathan's hot dog, you ride the roller coaster, you come home.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's the Drew of roller coasters.
There you go. There you go. It's
Actually-
iconic.
The one in Ohio,
Yeah.
that's that huge roller coaster they have, and that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a 70-mile-an-hour roller coaster.
Ooh, I used to be
Yeah.
a big fan of the roller coaster. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been on one, though.
You went to Vegas, you go to the Spear?
No.
You went on the,
No. No, I did do the little roller coaster at what is it, New York, a long time ago, though.
No, that's
That's
Yeah,
lame.
that is lame. Yeah.
That's lame. Thank you.
I love roller coasters. I just don't fit
Yeah.
on them anymore.
Yeah. No.
well.
No.
I am 6'4". Do you
Yeah.
know how difficult it is for me to get into a Camry,
I
let alone a
bet.
roller
I
coaster?
bet it is. Yeah. Well, it's probably best.
No,
probably
because I had
best.
fun.
Yeah. So listen to this. A Southern California woman was fed up. She was fed up. She was done at it with porch pirates stealing her stuff. So she came up with a clever way to track them. You know what she did? She mailed herself an Apple AirTag, hoping to find the jerk swiping her packages. And guess what? It totally worked. She called the cops to report the mail theft and told them what she'd done. Law enforcement tracked the AirTag, arrested 2 suspects, located the package with the AirTag among it, and the victim's the victim's mail, as well as items believed to have been stolen from more than a dozen other people.
Wow.
Dun dun dun! Pretty smart lady.
I like her.
Yeah, I like her too.
Well,
Yep.
did you ever see he's a YouTuber. He's done a bunch of engineering stuff. He did something similar where he put a glitter bomb and a tracker and everything.
Yeah.
And when the thief opened the package, the glitter bomb exploded in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Said you have been caught. The cops are on their way. All this stuff. It was pretty wild.
That's
what
good.
he did. Yeah.
Perfect.
That was a few years ago.
People
like
are
4
getting
or 5 years ago.
creative.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Did you hear about this? A historic New York Yankees jersey worn by the Babe Ruth, during his iconic called shot in the 1932 World Series was auctioned off on Saturday in Dallas. The bidding war lasted over 6 hours. That's amazing. Finally sold for how much do you think?
$12 million.
Matt?
6 hours. I'm going high. I'm going to go 42.
$24 million. That's amazing. Ruth's called shot occurred during Game 3 against the Chicago Cubs when he pointed, you'll remember, and then he hit a home run off pitcher Charlie Root. This memorable play happened on October 1st, 1932 at Wrigley Field. The Yankees won that game 7-5 and swept the Cubs to clinch the series. So $24 million.
story.
So why did you ask if Drew remembered? Was Drew at the game?
No, I don't think so. He'd have been a baby.
I wasn't even a twinkle at that point.
He wasn't even a twinkle. Were your
wasn't even
parents
a
even
twinkle.
alive? Were your parents even alive at that point?
Yes, my dad was.
1932? Okay, my parents weren't.
Yeah, my mom was born in 30. My dad was born in 23.
Okay, yeah, my parents weren't born yet. And I'm going to leave you with this last beautiful thought. Justin Bieber's a dad. He and his wife Haley gave birth to a baby boy. They named him Jack Blues Bieber. And I'm happy for them. That's wonderful.
Good.
The Biebs, all grown up, and now he's a daddy. Pretty exciting. You know, he sold his music catalog for $200 million later this year. He also announced that he has that rare neurological disorder called Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. So we're hoping that he has a lot of joy with his new baby boy.
Good.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing. No, I'm not a fan of Justin Bieber.
Not even going to look my way when I talk about the Biebs.
I'm not a fan of the Biebs.
All right.
Overrated.
All right. Well, I took the kids to see Justin Bieber in concert when he was little, when they were little, and he barfed on the stage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was something else. It really was something else.
Now it's getting a little better. That's pretty metal
Clean
right
up on
there.
aisle 3.
Hey, you know what? Things happen.
I mean,
Just saying. No judging here.
I've been at shows where it was a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You've been at shows where you barfed on the stage, I'm sure.
They asked.
All right, we must move on. We must. Coming up, we're going to be chatting with Lindsay Chatham and Chris Wilson from Village of Hope. Looking forward to this interview. Coming up here on Leza Live right now. Ladies, listen up. If you're not feeling like yourself, just, tired and just off, you might be dealing with the effects of hormonal imbalance. Prescott Women's Clinic has the solution with their bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. It's a natural and effective way to feel like yourself again. Sounds good, right? Call and make that appointment today. They have 2 convenient locations, one in Prescott, one in Prescott Valley, and their phone number is, you're ready for it? You got your pen in hand? You got your phone out? 928-778-4300. If you'd like to learn more, you can reach them online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. And we'll be right back. Welcome back, and thanks for hanging out with us on a Monday morning. It's Leza live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA. My guests this morning, Lindsay Chatham and Chris Wilson from Village of Hope. Welcome, ladies.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming in. I've been trying to get you guys in here for a while. So thank you. I have to mention that Lindsay is one of the Leza Live team's sister. I consider Jamie DeJoseph from the Prescott YMCA, one of our team members.
Yes.
Because we have her in here quite often.
Yes.
But I said, Jamie, we got to get your sister Lindsay in because you guys are making a difference in our community.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for you to share all the things about Village of Hope. First of all, let's just start with what is Village of Hope?
Yeah. So Village of Hope is a new nonprofit. We opened in 2023, and basically we house pregnant women who are in crisis. So our mission is to be a village of hope for pregnant women who are in crisis, equipping them to break unhealthy cycles and create generational blessings through God's love. So
wonderful.
That's our mission. Yeah.
That all sounds great.
Yeah.
So how did it start? I mean, it had to start somewhere.
Yeah. So basically, it started with there's a nonprofit in Prescott Valley that's called House of Hope.
Okay.
And so some people were talking about House of Hope and what they were doing and asked the question, hey, what if we did this for pregnant women? And with that question, they just started thinking and talking, and a group came together and came up with this mission and vision and started just gathering and figuring out what it would look like to do this. And from there started hiring staff and getting it going. And so it happened really, really quickly. And probably within about 6 months, we were rocking and rolling, had a house to start filling with people and the furniture and everything. And so, yeah, that's how it came.
I'm assuming there was a big need for Village of Hope.
Yes, yeah. So there's lots of nonprofits throughout Arizona, but specific to pregnant women, there are not a ton. There are a few, and they're very hard to keep running to staff. Mm-hmm. And so unfortunately, a lot of them keep closing down. That's what we keep finding happening. So a huge need. We get calls all of the time, and we wish we could take all of the women in, and obviously we can't do that, but we're definitely filling a gap that is there. Mm-hmm.
So how many women can you help at one time?
So in our house, we can house 4 women at a time.
Okay.
And obviously they're children that they are pregnant with, and that comes with them.
Right.
And but outside of that, we help as many women as we possibly can. So anyone who calls us, we will make sure that we get them connected with resources and support. We will keep calling and calling and calling until, one, they stop answering, or 2,
right.
And that happens.
Yes, it does.
Sure.
Or we get them connected with another nonprofit or program or something that is going to help them get support. So we kind of have the 2 facets of our program: the women we can't house and how we support them, and then the women we can house them.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Well, in the next segment, we'll talk about the programs. Mm-hmm. How they work. I'm sure, Chris, you can share a lot of information about, do they have a set program once they get in? And I mean, every woman is different. Mm-hmm. Are their children, their existing children, allowed to come into the house as well with them?
Yeah. So we take it case by case, basically.
Right.
We've had women come in who have just delivered their child,
mm-hmm.
but we have not had them come in with an existing child and they are pregnant yet.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So we just take it case by case. If we have the room, we would, of course, talk through it, see if that's a good fit. But so far, we have not had that happen.
Wonderful. Okay, so coming up on the other side of this quick break, we're going to talk about the programs, what the residents do while they are there at Village of Hope, what the expectation is, and really what the goal is, which I'm sure is having them deliver a healthy, happy baby and get them on their feet so that they can take care of themselves. Yes. Okay, that's coming up here with Lindsay Chatham, the Executive Director of Village of Hope, and Chris Wilson, the Program Director of Village of Hope as well. Right now, let's talk about the importance of having a local dental care provider you can trust. When it comes to your oral health, convenience and accessibility matter. That's why Pro Solutions Dental Group is your go-to choice for local dental care. With their convenient location and friendly staff, getting the dental care you need has never been easier. From routine cleanings to emergency treatments, they've got you covered every step of the way, so don't settle for anything less than the best for your smile. Choose Pro Solutions Dental Group as your trusted local dental care provider. Call them today and experience the difference firsthand. 928-776-1208 or reach them online at PrescottDentist.com. And we're back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM, KYCA. We're talking about Village of Hope this morning, a supportive community for pregnant women in crisis. We have the executive director, Lindsay Chatham, and the program director, Chris Wilson, in with us this morning. So, Chris, tell us about the program. Break it down for us. How does it work?
Okay, well, we have what we call a 4-phase program. And they range from, you could have your phase. We've got, you're pregnant. That's a phase. And but some women come in and they've given birth. So that may not be their first phase.
Right.
That might be your second phase. Each woman that comes into the house has their own ICP, individual care plan.
Okay.
So they're all different.
Sure.
Nobody's the same.
Right.
We have goal meetings that we have with the women every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And we go over, they have different goals. They have spiritual goals. They have emotional goals. They have career goals, parenting goals, personal goals, all of that we help them through.
Okay. And how? How do you help them? What do you offer?
So we have a lot of women that come in that may not have transportation.
Mm-hmm.
So we help them, they have to find a job. So if they need to get to work, we help them get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Some women don't have a birth certificate, Social Security card yet. So we help them fill out the forms they need to, put that in the mail, get that sent to them, and then they have to get the baby's birth certificate. So then, help them through life,
Right.
through, okay, well, here's what looks being a mom, and here's what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So just all the different things that we do as moms,
Right.
we're
You're helping them
them.
do.
Yes.
So what are some of the prerequisites to be part of the program at Village of Hope?
Yeah, honestly, the first and foremost is
to be pregnant.
Right,
or
right.
just have delivered.
Okay.
They have to be clean and sober for 30 days, be willing to do a background check. It doesn't mean they have to pass a background check, but
Right.
it means they have to be willing to do it. And that's about it.
That's about
We just meet with them, make sure we'd be a good fit for them, they'd be a good fit for us, and that's about it. Those individualized care plans we make at the beginning of each phase that we have with them, and we have like the bones of it. This is everything you're required to do,
Right.
from counseling to classes to all of the different things, and then we build it around each resident.
Sure.
So simple things like we had a resident come in who didn't know how to tie her shoes. So that's on her
That's
ICP.
a goal.
We're gonna teach you how to tie your shoes.
Right.
All the way to there's one woman we're working with who is working through some tax issues. We have to help her deal with her taxes and all those things. And so the littlest of things to the biggest of things, we're just walking with them. We're meeting them where they're at, and we're figuring how we can get them from point A to point Z while
Right.
they're with us.
Right. Tell me basically what one of the women, or the women in general, what is, they're in crisis, they're pregnant and they're in crisis. So they're finding themselves
Yes.
alone without support.
Yeah.
Is that basically what you're saying?
Yeah. Some of them are on the street. They could be homeless and they've found out they're pregnant. Some are coming out of a really dangerous domestic violence situation, seeking some shelter in that way. We did have one resident who she was pregnant, was in labor, and her roommate decided she no longer wanted her there, got rid of all of her stuff, and she had nowhere to go, and she was in the hospital delivering her child. So lots of different situations. Or it could be a family, they're staying with family, the family finds out they're pregnant and says, we don't want you here anymore, you got to go.
Heartbreaking stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them coming through has been through some horrible trauma, abuse, neglect, all of those things, which has led them to the place that they're at. And so we want to, again, break those unhealthy cycles they've built
Right.
And been handed down to them, and help create some generational blessings for them and their children and their children's children, and so on and so
Right.
forth.
Break the cycle.
Yep.
Definitely.
And we're learning that they don't trust.
Yeah.
So
you can only imagine.
Only
Yes.
imagine. So we are learning to kind of take a step back and listen to them and love them
Right.
and help them through this hard time.
Yes, it
And-
is. It's hard enough just going through it, even with
Yeah.
all the support and
Yes.
with family and friends. I just can't imagine going through it alone.
Alone.
No.
Yeah. So you basically take them in and make them feel supported and loved.
You
and
can do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can
You
do
can
this.
do
And we're
this.
going to walk with you through the first few years of parenting, so you don't have to do it alone. And,
Right.
and show you that you're capable of doing this for sure.
Right. So you said the first few years, is there a time limit that they can stay at Village of Hope, or do they have to check off their checklist before they can move on, or how does that work?
Yeah, so originally we started as a 12-month program, and very quickly we were like, 12 months is not long enough for this kind of work. And so we rebuilt the entire program from the ground up, and now it's the 4-phase program, and each phase is a different amount of time. So typically each resident can move through it as quick or as slow as they need, but usually they're going to be with us about 2 to 3 years, which is definitely longer than most programs. So we do believe in that generational impact, that matters so much, and that takes time. And because they've been through what they've been through, and they trust no one, and they're in such a sensitive part of their life, we think that the 2 to 3 years is for sure worth it.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. What a relief to know that they don't have to hurry up, get their act together to move on, to get somebody else in. I mean, that's got to have a lot of comfort for the women to know that they don't have a rush on this very important time, not only for them, but for their child. I mean, the first few years, so important.
Well, and if they come in at like 3 months pregnant and you only have 12 months, then you're leaving with this brand new baby, really. And you're like, oh, wait, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yes.
So.
And that was a big reason why we wanted to change the program, because we felt like we're kind of failing them. We're not helping them as much as we can with only a year or 9 months. Or
we can do more for
them.
We
can do more in more time.
Yep.
That's wonderful. I love that. Okay, so we have to take another quick break. When we come back, let's talk about your impact since opening. You've been opened less than a year or a little over a year. Okay, also maybe you could share some success stories with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, keeping the details to a minimum, but we'd love to hear about the impact that Village of Hope is having on our community. That's coming up here on Leza Live right now. I want to remind you all to sign up for your chance to win a $2,000 jewelry makeover at the Artful Eye Jewelers. Just go to artfuleyejewelers.com and sign yourself up. Just tell them what you have, tell them what you'd like. You can add pictures of what you're dreaming of as well. They're going to draw the big winner on the 31st of August. So that's coming up. The day before they draw the big winner, the Artful Eye Jewelers is having a 60-minute, 60% off sale. Going to be so much fun. They're going to have hundreds of pieces of jewelry that will be 60% off for 1 hour only. I found out it is between 10 and 11 o'clock. So we're good to go, Matt and Drew. And we're going to do some early Christmas shopping. And you can as well. Like I said, 60-minute, 60% off sale at the Artful Eye Jewelers on August 30th. Also, their next jewelry cleaning spa day is Friday, September 6th from 10 until 5 o'clock. Put that on your calendar. Stop in, get your jewelry cleaned and inspected for free. That's at the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Road, downtown Prescott. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM KYCA, talking about the nonprofit Village of Hope in our area, just over a year old. We had the executive director, Lindsay Chatham, along with the program director, Chris Wilson, in this morning, learning so much about this wonderful nonprofit, really making a difference with pregnant women, women in crisis. In our community, and I'd like for you to share your impact since opening, which you said was just over a year.
Yeah, so we opened our doors to residents in April of 2023, and so since then we have housed 9 women total and 7 total babies. We just had our resident deliver twins a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
So very unexpected, 31 weeks, and so they were early. They are in NICU in Phoenix, but they're doing really good.
Good.
So they'll be coming home hopefully in the next month or so. And then we have 2 babies in the house right now, and then another due in October. So we are going to be real
Full
busy in the fall for sure.
Yeah, you are.
We've had 77 total women reach out to us since we opened our doors. We've provided 57 counseling sessions for the women. Counseling is incredibly important to us and what they're doing within their program. And so we make sure that we can provide some really good quality counseling for them. We've had 1 woman receive her GED. 1 woman has received a scholarship. And then in total, they have taken 143 different life skills, parenting classes, all that kind of stuff. So
Unbelievable. I can only imagine what that list is going to look like in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's exciting to think about for sure.
Wonderful. Well, and you said that, of course, it varies the amount of women that reach out to you, but you said you had 3 last week.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
that's
last week.
amazing. And like you said earlier in the show, if you guys can't help them yourselves, you have lots of resources. Tell me about who you partner with in the community.
Yeah. So specifically here in town, we partner with the Community Pregnancy Center. All of our residents do classes with them. They earn points through doing those classes. They get to shop in the little shop there, and then they earn those points also in our program. So they kind of earn double points through doing that. There are other nonprofits like Prescott Area Shelter Service that we will partner with them, Agape House, all those things. So if we can't house a resident or if they need something more short term, those are places that we work with. And then we work with lots of different organizations within the valley as well, even into Payson, Flagstaff, all over Arizona, because we are all doing the same kind of work. So we want to partner and make sure that we're helping, and doing that together is how we can have the best and most impact for people in need.
That's wonderful. Let's talk about your coffee chat events so people can learn more
so
about the good work you're doing.
We launched these coffee chats solely as a way to get people involved and understand what we're doing. Because we are a new nonprofit, we want to be able to share our mission and vision with people, and this is a great way to do it. So we meet once a month, and we will get together. We will just share kind of what we did here, but more in depth, like what does a goal meeting look like? What does a individualized care plan look like? What are some stories of what's happening in the house right now? How you can partner with us, all that kind of stuff. So we just do that over some coffee and pastries, and it's a really good time. We have some great people who will come and ask really good, hard questions that are good for us, and get people involved there. So yeah, we have one coming up on September 18th at 10:30 a.m. and we do that at Quad City Christian Church in one of their conference rooms. And then another on October 18th at 6 p.m. So we try to mix up the times and the days of the week so everyone gets an opportunity. And then we're going to do another one virtually as well. So all of that information's on our website too. So if people want to get connected, register for that. Yeah.
Great website.
Thank you.
And it's I wrote it down. villageofhopeaz.com.
Yep. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Okay, very good. Now, who do you encourage to come to your coffee talks? Just anybody that wants to learn more, or are you looking for volunteers, people that can help out?
Yeah, all of it. Anyone who just wants to understand what we're doing, how we're doing it, people who want to get more connected and volunteer, anyone who's interested in anything to learn more about Village of Hope is a great way to do that. Get connected. You get to meet our staff. You'll get to meet some people on our board, all that kind of stuff, and just hear more in depth about. Obviously, we have to protect the identity of the people within our group. As of right now, we have 3 in our program that were fleeing dangerous situations, and so we are very careful about that. But we love to share stories of what's going on with them and all of that kind of stuff. So that's a great way to hear about it too.
Okay, absolutely.
And we'd love people to come to the coffee chat and maybe take it back to a small group, Bible study, just whatever. And then
To
if
keep
they
sharing the mission.
keep sharing and keep sharing, and then if they would like us to come and share in a big group, we'd love to do that because that's what we have been doing.
Right. Well, you're doing a good job getting
Thank
the
you.
word
Thank
out,
you.
definitely. We're going to take our last break of the morning. When we come back, let's talk about funding. Let's talk about,
Yay.
how you guys keep the doors open, primary sources for funding for Village of Hope, and also let's talk about the future. What do you see Village of Hope doing in our community in, say, 10 years? All right, that's
Sounds
coming
great.
up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. And we're back. Thanks for listening this morning. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA, talking about Village of Hope this morning with the Executive Director, Lindsay Chatham, and the Program Director, Chris Wilson, this morning. Village of Hope is a nonprofit, 501c3,
Correct.
run fully on donations and fundraising, and tell people how they can get behind this wonderful nonprofit helping our community.
Yeah. So lots of ways. We one for people who love to give specific items that we need. We have an Amazon wish list that's on our website,
Oh, good.
and that is always stocked with everything that we need within the home, from paper towels and dish soap and laundry soap. I mean, obviously we do a lot of dishes and a lot of laundry
I'm
with
sure.
5 women in a house because we have a house coach who lives on site with them, and then all the babies. So, and we have a closet in our in the house that's called our Village of Hope closet, where they can shop with those points that I mentioned earlier. So that's toiletries, diapers, wipes, baby shampoo or baby essentials, all that stuff we try to keep well stocked for them to limit what they have to spend their funds on, so that we can help them save as much as possible while they're in our program. So that's a great way. We keep that up to date. Everything on there, you can have it shipped directly to us. So it's really, really easy. We always are looking for volunteers. Volunteering with us is always a little bit different because we don't have like consistent volunteer base or really needs for that matter. But we do have people who come and clean the yard and deep clean the house, or helps with some other random things within the house. And then lastly, we are a new nonprofit, so we definitely are looking to grow our financial partners, and we have a monthly giving village that we do.
Okay.
And so this is 60, they're little houses and that we want to get filled to create our village. And when we do that, we are 50% funded for a year. And so we got 60 spots. We have 19 filled right now. So we're looking for 41 more people who would like to partner with us monthly to help us keep doing this work and this mission and making an impact on women and babies. So.
And what is the monthly donation for the monthly giving village?
So it can range from $5 up to $500. And then part of that is our sponsorship program that we are just launching, which is great for groups, like if you have a small group of people or you are a church group or something like that who want to partner together. It's a $1,300 a month gift for a year, and it fills one of 4 houses, which basically means you're paying for one resident to be supported for a month at a time. And within that program, you're going to get a quarterly newsletter from the resident in that room that you chose. And so you're connected with the resident and her child more in depth than by just giving your, $20, $50, $100 gift each month. So we're really excited about that program, getting people more connected, more partnered with our specific residents. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Lots of opportunity.
Yes.
Lots.
For people that want to get involved, whether it's hands-on, volunteering. The Amazon wish list is genius. I love that. That's so easy. We're all on Amazon every day anyway.
Yes.
I love that one. My daughter does it for her class.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
people
for sure.
take care of her every year. And
Yes.
it's just amazing, the
Yes.
generosity of people. And also the monthly donor program, the monthly giving village, lots of opportunity for people in our community to get involved.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. So let's fast forward here a little bit. What's the vision? What do you see happening in the
Lindsay
next?
has a good vision.
Yeah. What would you like to see this grow to?
Yes, yeah. So if you pull back the curtain a little bit, my big vision, what we feel like we're being led to do with this is to be able to create a secondary program that's transitional living.
Okay.
That could be a secondary program for the girls coming out of our program. So when they graduate, they move into this part. Probably looking like apartment style living for each woman. It could also mean it opens up our program to be able to support women who maybe aren't pregnant, but they're single moms and they've hit a rough patch, something like that. So I'd love to do that. And then most people know childcare in our area is a massive issue. And so we've found that with our residents, we do require them to work for the majority of the program, and there is
No childcare.
no childcare,
Right.
and especially affordable childcare. So there are programs that they can get involved in that'll help them pay, but there's one place in Prescott that takes that funding, and they don't accept children until 18 months.
Oh, wow.
And so that really limits our residents.
Sure.
And so we are in the very, very infant stages of what it looks like to open a daycare. That would obviously support our residents in many ways, but also would be something to support our community and give back to the community that has helped us do what we're doing and continues to help us do what we're doing. So it's a way for us to take care of our residents and also supply a need that our community really needs.
I
So
love that idea.
yeah.
It could also provide maybe work opportunity for the ladies in the
Yes.
program.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Teach them skills on how to take care of other people's
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
Yes.
And help others out while making
Yeah.
some funding for themselves.
And it can be hard to find a job when you're pregnant because who wants to hire someone who is very evidently pregnant?
Right.
So,
Right. Exactly.
it opens so many doors for our program, but also the community again. So we're really excited about that.
Well, I'm excited about this whole idea of Village of Hope, and you guys coming in to tell us about it so that more people know. And like you said, take this information and then pass it on to
Yes.
others,
Yes,
your
please
church
do.
groups and your friend groups, and let them know that there's a need because women taking care of women, it's important.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Because a lot of times those young women in crisis, all times if they're in crisis, they need help.
They need help.
So again, the website is villageofhopeaz.com. you can go there. And thank you so much, ladies, for coming in and
Thank you.
sharing.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
Leza.
it.
And thanks for having the vision.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes, wonderful. Thanks for listening this morning. We'll be back tomorrow with conversations with Carol Chamberlain. We're going to have Sandy Griffiths and Tracy Horn in as our guests. That'll be a ton of fun. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.